Hey, real quick short video here before I get back on the road for a little bit of traveling today. Um, I've been showing the rapid acceleration of developmental work on the iGRID pack and the tools. We got our first set of dual bands already in the iGRID pack. We have our second set of bands in works now to deploy next week. We already have iGRID Pack 2 getting ready to come out next week and all kinds of stuff. And now that I fixed two critical issues in NT8 for the bands, my Quant Tower programmer has been sitting waiting so I can hand over, because he likes to take stuff from NT8 to convert over to Quant Tower. And instead of having two separate programming groups trying to figure out the flickering thing, I said, let's get it fixed in NT8. We'll hand that code to you. Boom, you go wrap up the Quant Tower. So now the Quant Tower stuff is going to start accelerating too, finally, which I've been waiting on for frickin' months now, having kind of the same issue because, I'm not using TMA bands. I'm not using polynomial regression channel. I'm not using center of gravity. I'm using derivatives of my adaptive price bands that I built back in 2008, where I have both what I call fractionally recalculating versions. They recalculate about 1/7 the amount of recalculation of like an old school TMA bands from MT4, MT5. I have that version of the bands. That's actually what I use on the FX institutional trading side, but I also have a completely non-recalculating version. So both are going to be part of the iGRID pack. So we have one in the iGRID pack now, and the second one about to be added. So and we got the Momo out. I just got that out yesterday. So onward and upward. One thing I was going to mention: the predominance of those of you that have been in the iGRID program from the past, anybody with July 31st of 2024 and prior, the predominance of you have already all done your renewals. I sent out renewals emails the other week, and I've kind of let it go for any last few that haven't renewed yet. So tomorrow night, or basically tonight, the tools end dates are set for tonight and into tomorrow. It's either tonight or tomorrow, but the tools for anybody that doesn't renew, at least the activation, deactivation side of the tools will be going off. And then I'll be just then focusing the Discord room on those that renewed and anybody new coming on board. And those that, don't want to be part of the program or whatever, you don't have to be, then, the tools will basically be going off at that time. So if you haven't renewed yet and you want to stay in the program, and obviously anybody that was one of the original members, you get access to the iGRID pack over and above the two prior iGRID Evo system, iGRID Scalper, all the prior tools, the Discord room, you get all that, but you'll get the iGRID pack 1 and 2 and everything we're doing there. Yeah, make sure you send me an email if you haven't gotten the renewal email so I can get you up and running to stay in the program. And I decided, I better put a video out on YouTube just to make sure everybody knows. Now, one thing I've been getting questions, I put this Momo tool in iGRID Pack 1. I've gotten a flood of emails. Hey, what's the Momo tool that you're going to be putting in iGRID Pack 2? I'm going to show you what that is right now real quick just to cover that, because I'm trying to go through recent questions that I'm getting flooded with. The email flow I'm getting right now is huge, and I'm having to go through and try to stay on top of it. But this has been a repeating email, so let me go show you real quick. So here's the current mix of tools we have in TradingView. We do have adaptive price bands in the ZMA indicator, where a person can actually take the indicator, put it on a chart twice, turn off the audible and signal alerts, and just use the bands and set them up with one set of bands like the main bands and the other set of bands like the fast bands. But for the TradingView side, I am building the dual bands indicator in TradingView. I've now been introduced to a really good TradingView programmer because my current guy has been MIA for a while. He just got too busy on big projects and has been non-responsive. So, and he charges way too much. So I'm glad to be moving in a different direction to somebody that was referred to me that looks like it's going to work out really good. We're going to add on the iGRID strat. You know, people have been asking for, take profit and stop and loss because this is a strategy. We're going to incorporate that, but I have my iGRID Momo tool right here that I only have in TradingView. And I had somebody trying to build it from NT8 before, and the graphics side of things, it was a little buggy looking, wasn't working. The new programmer that I'm working with now that built a very, very, very sophisticated application that's in commercial use for NinjaTrader. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and put this Momo tool in the iGRID pack too. I have another unique set of bands that I only have in TradingView, ATR bands. We do have the Moneyball indicator, which is the iGRID Momo. The iGRID Momo is a derivative of this. And we have the iGRID Evo indicator, and it's set up as a strategy. The strategy, we're going to add stops, targets, and all that stuff so you guys can do better optimization work. And we have our adaptive price bands with a step type MA together for signals-based trading that I'm going to take the adaptive price bands that I already have in TradingView and put it together as one indicator so we can have an iGRID bands indicator also for anybody that's part of the TradingView group so we can add that to the mix. Let me go in and pull up this so you can see this Momo indicator just a little bit better. So there you have it. I'm going to take this Momo tool that I have running in TradingView and I'm going to add it to NinjaTrader as part of the iGRID Pack 2. This has a lot. The reason I like it, it's very unique in the way that it reads momentum, different than a lot of momentum tools. And it also has a wide range and multiple axis of adjustability, meaning that I can make it very bigger picture based look of momentum, or I could bring it down and just look for bursts of momentum. And again, these threshold crosses to be a buyer, threshold crosses to be a seller, threshold crosses to be a seller, threshold crosses to be a buyer, zero line stuff, and so on. There's many different ways you can use this Momo tool. So anyhow, that's the one. Now that I have somebody that I feel comfortable can get the graphic side of it to work so it's not buggy in NT8 with the way that the math used calculates looking at price and momentum, that I really want to put that in the iGRID pack too. So anyhow, there you have it. Just want to let you know that anybody that is not yet renewed that wants to stay in the program, definitely let me know. Hopefully today, no later than tomorrow, because the renewal is super low cost. I set it really, really low. And I just want to kind of differentiate who's in the group and current, and then those that don't renewal, I can start deactivating tools and opening up those slots for new traders coming on board in our database. So there you have it. If you have any questions, just let me know. info@gridalgo.com. Great talking to you. Anybody that's part of the iGRID program where you came in after July, just ignore this. Renewals don't apply to you at this time. But anybody that came in on any of my one-time buys from the past, which are typically 4 to 7 month long programs, meaning a one-time buy is not a subscription. It's just you pay once and you get covered for a period of time. That's the audience I'm talking to. Anybody July 31st came on board or prior back through December of 2023 into January 2024 and going forward. Okay, there you have it. Have a great weekend. Talk to you all later.